Welcome back, trainers, and well, what do you know? We're going to be getting the community day for Treecko. Isn't that something? So people are always questioning whether or not it's going to be shiny upon the announcement because they don't say it right away. I'm going to tell you this, yet again, every time we have a community day, that Pokemon is most certainly going to have a shiny variant for you to catch. So look forward to that as well. Now we have a big twist coming on for this community day. And let's go ahead and take a look. So the move is still unknown. Some are saying Frenzy Plant. Some are saying Leaf Storm, possibly. I don't know. We'll just have to wait. Maybe even a Dragon move, because when it evolves into a Mega Evolution, it does turn into part Dragon. So that is on the table as well. We went over all that stuff. I will leave a link, see, probably at the top here as well as at the end of the video, talking about that, so you can check it out if you haven't seen it yet. So what is the big change here? That is going to be the time which it's going to be starting. So this is happening March 23rd. That is actually going to be my birthday month. Yeah, let's go for the March, people. And it's pretty neat because I do like Treecko a lot, so that's just fitting perfect. Now the time is going to be from 3 p.m. till 6 p.m. for your respected area. Isn't that crazy? So they're switching it up completely from the morning to the evening. How do I feel about this? Well, changes are welcome with me. I mean, it's a nice change of pace to see it at 3 to 6. As opposed to in the morning, you have to kind of make sure you plan ahead and get out there in the morning and go. Which is, you know, it's fine. It's always great to have a early start in the day. But this one is going to be nice. Seeing it's going to be starting at 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. So we'll just see how that goes. I am welcoming it with open arms, so pretty neat to see that. So there you have it. We are going to be getting this for next month, folks, and I'm just going to let you know the shiny variants is fantastic. And not only that, it is going to be one of the most useful starters that you can acquire. So make sure you do those trades now, maybe get some luckies. You're going to have that 1 hour period, like usual, after the 3-hour community day event to evolve and do your trades and get that special move afterwards, whatever that may be. Very excited for them to announce it and see what they have going on for it. With that said, let's go ahead and hop into some Latias counters. This time we're going to go over it more thoroughly. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at Latias over here on the Go Hub. And we're going to look at this first because we need to know what moves it has, what it's going to be weak against, and then we'll be able to determine what are the best counters to go up against it, right? I know we went over this before, but let's just do a little refresher before we hop into the counters. So it's going to be a Dragon and Psychic type. Got it. Perfect. Week 2, Bug. All right. Dark, Dragon, Fairy, Ghost, and Ice Pokemon. Sounds good. We don't need to worry about resistances. And the quick moves are going to be Send Headbutt and Dragon Breath. Charge moves, Thunder, Psychic, and Outrage. All right. So I have all of the weaknesses for Latias here. And we're just going to go ahead and take a look at these and discuss which ones you would want to use depending on the moveset that they have. Or should I say that the Latias has. So first we have Rayquaza, which is going to be one of your best options if it does not have Outrage. If it has Thunder or Psychic, the quick move Dragon Breath, don't worry about it. It's going to, you know, do super effective damage, but it's not that troublesome. Zen Headbutt, also don't need to worry about the quick moves too much unless you're using Gengar, which we'll get to that here in a moment. So Dragon Pokemon are going to be your best option if it does not have Outrage on it, okay? Now, if it does have Outrage and, say, Psychic, even Thunder, Tyranitar with Bite and Crunch is going to be a fantastic option for you to use, for sure, okay? Dragonite as well, just like the Rayquaza there, it's going to be good to go up against it if it does not have Outrage, alright? So, Dragons do resist electric moves, but Rayquaza and both Dragonite are part flying type, so it's just going to be neutral there. And another notable mention is going to be Mewtwo for sure. You want Psycho Cut and Ice Beam. Now, you could go with Confusion, but for this specific raid here, it's not taking super effective. As a matter of fact, it's reduced damage from Psychic moves, so getting to that Ice Beam is going to be within your best interest. So, yeah, definitely an Ice Beam Mewtwo should serve you quite nicely. So, if you have multiple of those, that's going to be on the higher end of what you're going to want to use, okay? So it's not going to be taking super effective damage from anything. As a matter of fact, reduced damage from Zen Headbutt and Psychic. Outrage should hit it pretty hard, as well as Thunder, but Mewtwo is a fairly tanky Pokemon, so it should be able to take those hits quite nicely and still continue on there and get off another Ice Beam or two before it falls. So take note of that. And then we have just a bunch of Tyrannitars here. Now, Togekiss is going to be great if it has Outrage or Psychic. You don't need to worry about the quick move. If it does have Dragon Breath, well, you're going to be resisted because you're Fairy type there. Thunder will be super effective against your Togekiss because it's going to be part Flying type. So whatever quick move you have, if you have Hidden Power, that's one of the weaknesses, then you're looking great. Personally for me, I have a Hidden Power Ghost, so that's going to be great. Super effective for my quick move as well. So this is going to be your option to go up against it. If it does have Outrage, and look out for that Thunder, because you're not going to want to use the Togekiss there, being part Flying. Then you have Giratina, which can be a good option as well. The only thing you have to look out for is going to be the Outrage, okay? Giratina is not going to be your best damage output. We're just going to be going down by CP here, just talking about every Pokemon. This is going to be a great option for whatever moveset it has, okay? Because unlike the Togekiss, it's not going to be part Flying, so it's not going to get super effective damage from that Thunder. So Outrage is not going to be doing very much damage. Psychic is going to be resisted as well because it is also a Psychic type Pokemon. And then Thunder is just going to be neutral damage. Alright, so you're looking great there. If it does have Zen Headbutt, the Latias, then you're also going to be resisting that, making Gardevoir that much better. Now, what do you want? Because you have Confusion and Charge Beam. Both of those are going to be not very effective to Latias. That's okay. You can go in there with Confusion, I suppose, or Charge Beam. I'm personally just going to stay with this because I'm not spending TMs anymore because I am so low on those. And Dazzling Gleam, Shadow Ball will work just nicely. Dazzling Gleam is going to be your better option because that's going to be getting stabbed. Super effective because you're going to be part Fairy, dealing a little bit more damage than that Shadow Ball. But if you do not have a secondary move purchased or TMs so you can get Dazzling Gleam, then Shadow Ball works fine, and you can just use that because that will be super effective as well. Weavile, another great option. You can go in there with its Ice Quick move. That works. Probably going to be the better option to go with, as well as Foul Play and Avalanche. Both of those are going to be super effective. Avalanche is going to be doing more damage, so take note of that. Weavile is going to be great. Now, what is it going to be resisting? The Psychic moves, and everything else is just going to be neutral damage. So there you go. Yeah, you could use this. Yeah, not recommended. Okay. So we have Caesar, though, is probably going to be a decent option there. I don't know why that's not started up. That's very weird. Fury Cutter, if you have Bullet Punch, you know, that works, but Fury Cutter's really good, super effective. And then X-Scissor, super effective, getting stabbed. Night Slash is going to be super effective, but without the stab because it's not dark type, just Bug and Steel. So Caesar, another great option to go with. And then you have the Alolan Exeggutor with Dragon Tail and Dragon Pulse. Don't know why I was saying Outrage last time, got a little confused there. And also when I took my AR of this, I should have went around it and got close up to that little face on the back of it. And I have a little treat for you guys. Look out for this later. I'm going to be going around and getting some, I don't know how good the shots are going to look, but it's going to be in the daylight around Anchorage in some snowy parts. And I'm going to be using the new camera mode to see what it looks like with shiny Pokemon, right? So this is another option to go up against it with. If it does have Thunder, this is going to be fantastic. You're going to be doubled up resisted on that, being Grass and Dragon. If it does have Outrage, you need to look out for that. If it has Psychic, it's going to be neutral. Dragon Breath obviously is going to be super effective, but like we said, we don't need to worry about the quick moves too much on Latias because its attack it's actually pretty good. I mean, don't undermine it. It can't be duoed, I do believe. So don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a trio, guys, okay? And so we have Articuno here. I have Frost Breath and Ice Beam. The only thing it's going to have to look out for is going to be the Thunder because it's going to be Flying type. So Articuno is another option if you have that. Fantastic. Now we have Mamoswine. This is going to be one of your best, okay? One of your best counters to go up against it. So you don't want any of the ground moves. I mean, see, you can, but that's not what you want to go with. All ice, right? So Avalanche is going to be doing a lot of damage. Ancient Power is not something you're looking for. So Yeah, don't go in there doing that, because you're also not going to get those new buffs that they added, because that's only for PvP. So Mamoswine with 2 ice moves is going to be fantastic. So if you have a whole army of those, be happy. Go ahead and use them when this comes out for sure. All right, so Powdered Snow, that's going to be the quick move you're going to want, okay? As well as Avalanche for the charge move. And then moving along here, we have Yanmega as well, which can find some usability. I'm most definitely going to be using this for sure. And Bug Bite and Bug Buzz, that's going to be super effective. What you need to look out for is Thunder, okay? Because you're going to be part flying type, taking super effective damage from that, all right? Now here you go. This is going to be one of your best to go up against it. If you have Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball, as well as Lick and Shadow Ball. This is just a massively outputting damage Pokemon. Quite the glass cannon, but if you have 6 of them and you have a big group of people, you don't need to worry about it too much. If you're trying to trio it or something like that, this is also a great option. You're going to have to most definitely re-lobby. I don't know how many times, but yeah, if it has, say, Zen Headbutt and Psychic, that is what you're going to have to look out for with Gengar. It's going to be doing a pretty good amount of damage with those Zen Headbutts, and then Psychic is going to, not too sure how many times you can survive that or how many Psychics it can take, but yeah, just know that's what you have to look out for. Everything else is going to hit it very hard because it's simply just a glass cannon. It's not resisting anything, so there you go. Gengar, fantastic to go up against Latias for sure. And as you can see, I have a whole team. Look, here we go. All right, so this is a moveset you don't really want to go up against it with. Lick, right? That's a good thing. Psychic, not very effective to Latias. Sludge Bomb, neutral damage, and you don't really want to do neutral. So Lick and Shadow Ball, that's the one you want. And or Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball. If you don't have any of those quick moves for your Gengar, that's fine. Everything else works because they will be super effective Dark or whatever you have. Sucker Punch. Okay, then you have, going down the list here, this is not a great damage. I don't know what's going on, guys, but all these Pokemon are not starred. Let me see here. Something happened. I think if you use AR mode with them, that they go unstarred. Huh. Very interesting. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so you have your Alolan Muck, which is going to be resisting the Psychic. So Bite and Dark Pulse is what you possibly want to use to go up against it. Should be looking great there. It will be not taking super effective damage from any of those moves. So, like I said, it's not a great damage output, but it's something there. Latios is going to be great. Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw is what you want, for sure. You need to look out for Outrage, because that will be doing super effective damage to you. Alright, so if we move down here, we have Honchkrow with Snarl and Dark Pulse. Also a fantastic option, because this is going to be one of the top Dark attackers, alright, alongside Tyranitar and Weavile, of course. So if you have one of those, you can go ahead and throw it into the mix for sure. Lapras with Frost Breath or Ice Beam or any sort of ice move, okay? But this right here is the ideal set. Ice Beam is Legacy, so don't try to TM it to continuously get it, because you can't get it anymore, because it is Legacy. Unfortunately for this, is 89 CP over the Ultra League, so rest in peace for that. It needs to look out for Thunder. Everything else is just going to be neutral damage, okay? Because it's going to be part water, and water is weak to electric. Now, Kingdra, another option for sure, has to look out for only the dragon moves, because that dragon is cutting down that weakness to electric types, so you should be looking okay. Not too sure if you really want to go in there with it, but a Dragon Breath and Outrage should work fine. Don't use water moves, because those are not going to be very effective going up against another dragon. And then you have Houndoom, Snarl, and Foul Play. Should work fine. Taking reduced damage from the Psychic moves and neutral from everything else. Alright, so pretty cool Pokemon. Armando. Yeah, we're getting down here. Getting down to the list of Pokemon you don't really want to use too much. Pinsir is another great option, I suppose. Where is it? There we go. Bug Bite and X-Scissor. Okay, any bug move works, but I recommend this right here, because that's going to be a very good move set there. And this is a great Pokemon. The best bug type Pokemon in the game. Best damage output at least. So keep that in mind. And now we have Drapion here. Infestation and Crunch should work. These are going to be towards the lower end of the damage here, but I'm just going to continue on with a few recommendations. So Crunch is going to be doing super effective damage and getting stab. And if you do have Bite, that is going to be more recommended because you're going to also get stab from that. And then you have Absol with Snarl and Dark Pulse. Another great option. Glass Cannon for sure, but it is super strong and can put off a lot of damage. Alright, so getting down here, then we have Jinx, of course, with Frost Breath and Avalanche. Another Glass Cannon, but putting off an extreme amount of damage for sure. Doesn't have anything to look out for. As a matter of fact, it will take reduced damage from Psychic moves. So if it did, say, have Zen Headbutt and Psychic, Jinx would be able to survive theoretically pretty long. So hopefully you have a few of those if you're trying to use a Jinx. Alola Ninetales with Powdered Snow, Dazzling Gleam, Blizzard, or Ice Beam. All of those will deal super effective damage. Okay. As far as do you want Blizzard or Ice Beam? Probably Ice Beam for sure. That's more of a PvP style move, but either of those will do you okay. And then Palkia, of course, you can use this. Of course, Dragon Tail and Draco Meteor would be the moveset that you want. And yes, they did fix the size of this, okay? And in the raids as well. So yeah, we'll take a look at that here. Probably, I'm not too sure in this video, but yeah. Palkia is another option you can use. Only thing you have to look out for is going to be that Outrage. So there you go, folks. Getting down. I mean, we could go over other Pokemon. I mean, that moveset right there works great, as a matter of fact. But Shadow Ball would be better because you're getting stabbed too. Alright, so we're going to finish this video off by talking about Latias and Latios. And they are going to actually be performing quite well because they're not going to be part flying type like the other dragons that we went over, Rayquaza and Dragonite. You can also use Salamence even if you so choose to with Draco Meteor, but it's, I don't know. It's a good option. It's just that single charge move takes forever to finally get there. So this one's going to be nice going up against the Thunder as well as the Psychic because both of those moves are going to be resisted, being a Psychic type and then being a Dragon type resisting electric moves. So this is looking fantastic. You're going to want Dragon Breath and Outrage for sure. So if you find yourself a nice shiny powered up, go ahead and hop into that raid using it and it should work great. Just have to look out for Outrage. Dragon Breath is going to be super effective to you, but you don't really need to worry about it. Then I have my beautiful 100 here. So yeah, this one will work just as nice. Dragon Claw and Dragon Breath. And you'll be taking reduced damage from Thunder and as well as Psychic and Zen Headbutt. Same as Latios here because it's the same type. Okay, so there you have it, trainers. Hope you enjoyed this video. Can't wait for this to come into the raids. I'm going to get myself a shiny. Yes, I'm going to be hitting these raids up. Not going to be casually going around. I'm going to be working quite hard to get myself this shiny because I want it powered up. I haven't powered one of these up yet. So if I do get one, maybe if I get a couple of them, I'll trade one off, see if I get a lucky. Yeah, okay. Keep dreaming and get one of those powered up and see what it can do. So there you have it, trainers. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and keep an eye out for more videos later today. Take care, and I'll catch you all next time.